Welcome to aminacademy.com. Let us do Tamil Nadu Higher Secondary Second Year Maths Textbook 2019 onwards, exercise 4.4, question number 2. Find the value of tan inverse root 3 minus secant inverse minus half. Here, question number 2, first one, tan inverse root 3 minus secant inverse minus 2. First, let tan inverse root 3 equal x, which gives tan x equal root 3. Now, further, tan x root 3 is pi by 3. Tan pi by 3, which gives further x equal pi by 3, since pi by 3 is an element of minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, because tan function have minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Now, let secant inverse taken inverse minus 2, which is given here, is let it's y. From that, secant y equal minus 2. From secant y is minus 2. Further, the inverse reciprocal secant y is cos inverse y is reciprocal, therefore minus 1 by 2. Here, cos y equal minus half is minus cos of pi by 3. Further, cos y equal cos of, here pi minus pi by 3 is minus cos pi by 3, means because this is the in first quadrant, it is in second quadrant pi minus pi by 3, so in second quadrant cos is negative, so we can write cos pi by 3 as cos of pi minus pi by 3. Further, cos y equal cos of 3 is an LCM, 3 pi minus 2 pi is 3 pi minus 5 is 2 pi by 3. Therefore, y is equal to pi by 3. Here, 2 pi by 3 is an element of 0 to pi, because it's a cos function. Now, therefore, we can say tan inverse root 3 minus secant inverse minus half minus 2 equal the values pi by 3 we got before for x, and y is minus 2 pi by 3 for y. So, which gives the common is 3, so minus pi by 3. So we got the value of tan inverse root 3 minus secant inverse minus 2 is minus pi by 3, the first part. Then the second is sin inverse minus 1 plus cos inverse half plus cot inverse 2. Question number the second. Sine inverse minus 1 plus cos inverse half plus cot inverse 2. Let sine inverse minus 1 equal x. It gives sin x equal minus 1. Here sin x minus sin 90, that is sin pi by 2 is 1, therefore minus sin pi by 2 is minus 1. Now sin x equal minus of sin pi by 2 is sin of minus pi by 2. Here further sin x sin sin pi by 2 equal, therefore you can say x equal minus pi by 2. Let for the second part cos of half, let cos inverse of half equal y, which gives cos y equal half. Cos y equal to half means cos y equal pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is half. Instead of us we are writing cos pi by 3. Therefore, which gives further y equal pi by 3. Therefore, we can write sin inverse minus 1 plus cos inverse half cot inverse 2. Now before that we will get cot. Third part is cot inverse 2. Let cot inverse 2 equal z, which gives cot z equal to the reciprocal tan z equal to 1 by 2, tan z equal to 1 by cot inverse not 2, cot inverse 1. Here cot inverse 2 here now tan z equal half equal to not in standard table value, we had in decimal thing sums, therefore we can keep cot inverse 2 as it is. That means look here, first two thing is addition of sin inverse minus 1 cos inverse half, therefore sin inverse minus 1 plus cos inverse half plus cot inverse 2. Inverse 2. Sin inverse minus 1 is sin inverse minus 1 we got we get sin inverse minus 1 is x, that is minus pi by 2 we got, sin inverse minus 1 is pi by 2, minus pi by 2, cos inverse half is pi by 3 plus cot inverse 2, which is, take LCM is 6 minus 3 pi plus 2 pi plus cot inverse 2. Then we can say here minus pi by 6, because minus 3 pi plus 2 pi, minus pi by 6 plus cot inverse 2, which is equal cot inverse 2 minus pi by 6 is the answer. Suppose if you find the value of cot inverse 2 by calculator or table value, we can find the decimal value of that one. Here it's enough. Next, second part of the question. Here, that is third question. Cot inverse 1 plus sin inverse minus root 3 by 2 minus secant inverse minus root 2. Here, question number 3. Question number 3, we can write like cot inverse 1 plus sin inverse minus root 3 by 2 minus secant inverse minus root 2. Now, let cot inverse, we'll write clear, cot inverse 1 is x, which gives cot x equal 1. If cot x equal to 1, therefore you can say the reciprocal tan x equal to also 1. Now, we can say tan x, tan of pi by 4, that is tan 45 is 1. So instead of 1, we can write tan pi by 4. Now, which gives x equal pi by 4. Here, since pi by 4 is an element of the limits minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now, therefore, next part is sine inverse minus root 3 by 2. Sine inverse minus root 3 by 2, let it is equal to y, which gives sin y equal minus root 3 by 2. Therefore, minus sine root 3 by 2 is sine pi by 3. Pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. Therefore, here further sin y equal sine of minus sine pi by 3, you can write sine of minus pi by 3. Here, therefore, y is equal minus pi by 3. Third part, secant let secant inverse minus root 2 equal z. Therefore, you can see from this, you know that secant z equal minus root 2. Therefore, the reciprocal, secant of reciprocal is cos z equal minus 1 by root 2. Therefore, cos z equal minus 1 by root 2 is, that is cos of pi by 4. That is cos 45 is 1 by root 2. That is cos z equal to minus cos pi by 4. Now, cos of z equal cos of pi minus cos of pi minus pi by 4, because here cos of pi minus pi by 4 is the second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos is minus, so instead of cos minus cos pi by 4, you can write as cos of pi minus pi by 4. Therefore, we can equate z equal pi minus pi by 4, which is equal 4. 4 pi minus pi is 3 pi. Therefore, z equal 3 pi by 4. Now combining all, that is, therefore, cot inverse 1 plus sine inverse minus root 3 by 2 minus secant inverse minus root 2 equal, we have the values of each, that is, first x value is pi by 4, y value is minus pi by 3, pi by 4, y value is, that is, y is minus pi by 3, and z equal, we got z equal 3 pi by 4. Here LCM is 12, so 3 pi minus 4 pi plus 3 into 3 is 9 pi, which is further 12. 3 pi minus 4 pi is minus pi, that is minus 10 pi. Therefore, which is equal minus, because divided by 2, minus 5 pi by 6. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.